Before we get started, make sure to turn on post notification and subscribe to the channel. Triple H responds to Impact and AEW crossover. News says WWE is open for business. Triple H has reacted to the new partnership between AEW and Impact Wrestling and has actually claimed that WWE is open for business. As far as working with other companies is concerned, the wrestling world was left stunned this week during what was a very newsworthy episode of AEW Dynamite titled Winter is Coming. Firstly, the show saw the return of Sting to the wrestling world, which left everyone shocked as the icon looked better than ever in the show. But it was the main event that really got people talking. Jon Moxley was defeated in the World Championship match as Kenny Omega became the new champion in controversial fashion thanks to the help of Impact's Don Callis. Callis helped to distract the referee after Omega took a bump to the floor, and while that happened, the cleaner used a microphone to bust Moxley open and then win the title. He then left the ring with Callis, seemingly teasing a partnership, with Omega being confirmed to appear on the upcoming episode of Impact Wrestling. Clearly, the two companies now have a working relationship, which opens up a whole world of exciting possibilities. In terms of dream matches, potential storylines, and simply having the two companies working together against WWE, it brings an increasing amount of competition to WWE, but it also left people wondering if the company would ever get involved in situations like that as well. During the NXT TakeOver War Games media call, Triple H spoke about the possibility of that happening, and while he said WWE was open to it, he did add that the situation has to be right, and with long-term benefits to them. Triple H said, "We're open for business in a lot of ways and a lot of things. People's thoughts and misperceptions, their perceived knowledge of what we do and how we think is often greatly misinterpreted and not accurate. Are we open to the right business opportunities? Yeah, at any given time we're open to things. It just depends on what they are and if they're beneficial to us in the long term." These comments will certainly get people talking, with the idea of WWE working with another company being incredibly exciting to a lot of fans. Whether it be New Japan, Ring of Honor, or even AEW itself, fans want to see those top wrestlers competing against each other where possible. Interestingly, Kenny Omega, who's an executive vice president for AEW, as well as an in-ring talent, also spoke about potential partnerships recently, specifically talking about one with WWE. Omega spoke with the Wrestling Observer, where he also admitted that they'd be open to working with WWE if the right deal was made. If for some reason WWE came knocking on our door and said, "Hey, we would love to do a talent switch or trade-off or work together on something," I'd be all for it, Omega told the Wrestling Observer. Whatever benefits, the wrestling fan must always come first. When you start thinking about fantasy scenarios, if wrestlers cross over like that, it gets really exciting. I think this is the kind of shot in the arm that wrestling needs. We will succeed in attracting more viewers than we already have at the table. We would never know until we tried. So with both parties seemingly open to business, will Tony Khan and Triple H, or even Vince McMahon, ever be able to find those circumstances that are mutually beneficial to work together? Only time will tell, but there are huge dream matches waiting on the table if they can.